Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. Today I would like to share information about the Linux administration part. There are two parts. One is user administration and second one is group administration. Let's cover user administration in the session. So in Linux, user is the one who uses the system. There can be at least one or more users in Linux operating system at a time. Users on the system are identified by a username and user ID. There are few important points we need to remember. Users and groups are used to control access to the files, directories, and resources. There are multiple users are there. Those users log into the system by providing their username and password. And there are multiple files or directories are available. Every file on the system is owned by a user and associated with the group. So every process has an own, user and owner group will be available actually. So, and apart from that, every user of the system is assigned a unique ID. So if we have multiple users, we cannot assign that to duplicates actually. So that is where every user of the system is assigned a unique user ID number, which is called UID. And if we created multiple users, where we can find out those users. So there is a path. Username and user IDs are stored in /etc password, PASSWD. This is very important. User's password is stored under the /etc shadow, which is in encrypted format. And apart from that, so once we created that user, there are three default things will be created. One is home directory. So if we created the users, those users are assigned a home directory and a program that is run when the user is logged in, which is called shell. Okay, and users cannot read, write, or execute each other files without permissions. Okay, we need to provide the permissions to access other user file system actually. Okay, there are three types of users: super user, which is called root user, and system user, and normal users. When comes to that, super user or root user is the most powerful user. He is the administration user. He can do admin activities like installing the software and creating the users, providing the permissions. Root level, what all are the tasks need to be do using the root user, we can do it. System user are the users created by the softwares or applications. For example, if we install Apache, it will be created as a Apache user. These kinds of users are known as a system users. Example, FTP, SSH, Apache, nobody. Okay, all are will be created by the system or softwares. Normal users are the users created by the root user. They are normal users like Venkat, Suresh, and so on. Only the root user has the permission to create or remove the users. As I told, we need to remember 3 points. Whenever a user is created in Linux, there are a couple of things created by default. One is home directory, and second one is a mailbox is created, and third one is unique ID or unique group ID will be given to that users. These are the three things you should have to remember. Okay. And I told there are two file paths you need to remember. One is /etc password. Here we can find out that usernames. /etc shadow. Here we can find out the passwords, which is encrypted format. Then if we can see here, there are a couple of commands which we can play around how to create the user and how to create the password for it, and how to change that username. I mean rename that user, log the user, unlock the user, and we can delete the user. Let's see how it works. We can play with these commands. Okay, so before going to discuss this, let's we can understand cat space /etc PASSWD. So which is the file where we are going to see that usernames. Okay, here there are a couple of fields are there. See, prod is the one user, and here see QA is the user, test1 is the user. Okay, there are a couple of users are available actually. Okay, so here if we can take this user, prod is the field, X is the password link, this is the user ID, group ID, home path for the user, and which is the bin bash execute shell actually, which is a shell. Okay, so this is about user. Cat space, if you can go to that /etc shadow. See here, if you can go to that password. Okay, password also some of the fields are available. The first thing is username. Second thing is this is the encrypted password. Okay, third thing is these days since the password was last changed, and 0 days after which password must be changed, and 99,999 days before password is to expire, that user is getting warning message, and 7 year is 7 days after the password is expired, that the user ID is disabled, and final one is a reserve field. So these are the couple of fields are available here. Okay, then the next thing is if you create a password, there are some requirements need to be followed actually, which is called complexity password. A root user can change the password of self, and it can be changed of any user in the system. Okay, so a normal user can change only its password actually. Okay, so the valid password has couple of important things. One is called the password should be at least 7 characters, but not more than the 255 characters. At least one character should be uppercase, one character should be lowercase, one character should be symbol, one character should be number. It should not match it with the previous password. It cannot have the sequence like 1 2 3 4 5 6 or A B C D E F G H. The login name and password cannot be same. Okay, please note, for security reasons, don't keep the password based on the date of birth because it's easily hacked. Okay, this is how you need to be put the password actually. Okay, now let's see, we can create a user. If you want to create a user, okay, so there we need to use the user add space username. Okay, now let's see, user add space, I am giving release 10. Okay, this is the user. Release 10. Once the user got created, you need to go to that cat space /etc pa sswd. See here, release 10 got created. X is the password link, user ID, group ID, user home directory, shell. But if we can go to that cd/home, we cannot find that username. Okay, see here, release 10 is not there. So that is where, if you want to allocate the path automatically, you can use -m. This will be created the user home directory path. User 11 I am creating. See here, ls space as an lrt. See, home directory got created. This is the default path. And second one is you need to cat space /etc passwd. See here, user got created. Then after that, if you want to set the password, okay, we created the user, we need to set the password. Okay, if you want to set the password passwd, you need to give the username. So see here, passwd. Then after that, I am giving this is the username for this. Enter. Here I am giving the password. Okay, so make sure you need to give that. Okay, I have given one uppercase, one lowercase, one symbol, one number, and all those I have given as a mix. This is a strong password. I have created the user, I have created the password. Now if we can go to here, cat space /etc shadow. Okay, see here, a password got created. This is the encrypted format. Okay, now after that, if you want to log in this, you need to enable for the SSH login. Okay, once created that user, please make sure one of the configurations should be enabled. VAM/etc SSH SSHD on. I will let you know, we will discuss this later. Here, make sure password authentication should be yes. Here it is, no is there. You need to be enable this, yes. Okay, then save it. Then SSH is one of the service at LaTeX. So if any changes done in this file, you need to restart service sshd restart. Okay. Then after that, you can make it as a duplicate. Then you can give that release 11. Then enter. You need to give you have to provide the password. Sometimes then it won't work. Okay, now see, we can able to log in actually. Okay, so this is how we can able to log in the password. Then after that, you can able to do your activities. Okay, this is how we can create the user. We can able to log in the through password actually. Then after that, what we have to do, we will discuss about modifying some user attributes. Example, I need to change that user login name. So then after that, so here user mode is the command and -l. Here you need to provide release 11. So new name I am providing. Here is the old name, release 11. So I am going to changing the release 11 to release 12. Enter. Okay. If you want to change, release 11 is already logged in. You need to kill this actually. Here you need to exit. Now again you can try. Now see, or you can use kill -9. Okay, now we can enter this. Okay, now see, it got killed. We'll discuss all these commands. Now it got changed. Cat space /etc passwd. Enter. Now see, instead of release 11, change it to release 12. Again, you need to log in by using release 12 actually. Now, one more thing. I am going to log the user. How to log the user? Suppose if you want to log the user, if you want to unlock the user, there are commands. So you can use user mode and -L means it's a lock. So if you want to log that, release 12, you can log it. So how we can identify cat space /etc shadow, you can go release 12 has, exclamation symbol. If you can see the exclamation symbol means that is got locked. If you can go here, even if you want to unlock, you can use capital U. Now we can see exclamation symbol not available. Okay, you can go to here shadow. Now see exclamation symbol is not there. So what we can do, you can lock the user. Okay, then you can see that cat space shadow. See here it's locked. Now we can use it, duplicate. Okay, release 12, enter. Now if we can enter the password. See, it won't log in. See here, access denied, it's not logged in. Now what we can do, you can able to unlock it. Okay, now see I unlocked. Now after that, okay, see here. Here I am entering the password. See, I am able to log in. That means whenever the user got locked, it won't log in. Whenever that user got unlocked, see unlock means here we did not see the exclamation symbol. If we can enter this, see here it's not showing. Next after that, how to delete that user. Now if you can see here, if you want to delete the user del space username, this is a command. Okay, if we can use this command, we can delete the user. Now if you can see cat space /etc passwd, we can come to how many users are there. Now if we can user del space, if you can see test1, see here it got deleted. See here test1 is not there. And one more thing, rel, see here rel user got deleted. Okay, then Venkat, see here VNKAT, Venkat user got deleted. Okay, like this. But ls space -lrt, see here release 11 is there. If I am delete this one release, okay, so what we can do, user del space -r release 1, if we can enter. Okay, see here mail it's not found, so ls space -lrt, see here release got deleted. And release 11 means release 12. Okay, user del space, release 12. If we can enter here, it's see currently it's logged in, it's not deleted. So what we can do, you need to give -r. It's not deleted. You need to kill it. Kill -9. Someone is logged in with that user, so it's killed. Actually, it's logged out. So what we can do, you can delete it actually. Enter. See here, user 12 got deleted, but home directory not deleted. If you can enter ls space alert, see here home directory not deleted. Whenever we can use -r, it deleted whatever the defaults it's created. Whenever if you can use without -r, you cannot delete the default paths actually. So that is where make sure user del space username, that will be deleted directly with user only. User del space -r, it deleted the home directory, mail directory, and username. Thanks for watching. So we'll discuss that group administration in the next session.